So let's get into the official part of the show right now. So when did you start making like YouTube videos? Why? Let's start. What prompted you to do? I'm going to make a video. What was the reasoning?
I first started making videos uh, almost right a couple years after YouTube came out, but I was making videos about video games and old school video game consoles. And I was reaching a lot of people from other countries, and it was cool. And then I had to go to work. And then as I was going to work, I let that channel die off. And I started to get red pilled, around 2008. We had a big market crash here in the US. And there was a lot of things that weren't making sense. And so you don't get any good information off of television. I was watching CNN, MSNB. I was a hardcore lefty at the
All
time.
right. Okay.
And so I was just drinking the Kool-Aid. And then I would go outside and I'd be like, what the hell's going on? Everything they're saying seems to be wrong. And so then I started going on YouTube and just listening to people like Peter Schiff, Stefan Molyneux, and listening to these people and just going down that rabbit hole. And then it started to get to a point where an event would happen and I would yell about it to my wife. And then Stefan Molyneux would do a video, and they had influenced me so much. I had been radicalized by the influencers so well that what I was saying I would then hear in their videos the next day. And so I was just digesting that, eating that up, and then it got to a point where I was a public school teacher, so I was working all day long. But then I started my own business, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start yelling about stuff in between clients. I'm just going to start yelling about stuff and putting it up on YouTube and see if we can, just start venting a little bit. And that's how the channel started. I would just pick something that was happening in the news, yell about it just as a way to save my wife from having to listen to a lunatic ramble about the same stuff over and over again. And then it just started, slowly growing into a channel. And then I started yelling about pop culture. The channel originally started as I was going to yell about education, and I was going to yell about straight politics. Yeah. And every now and then I would throw something in about video games, and it wouldn't really do that well. Yeah. And then
I think your first video was about a book, was about like a news letter, teachers going through and how it's just indoctrination of social justice warrior policies. And all it was you with your camera, and you were looking through this like book. And I watched that because I said, I found your channel. It's like, this guy's like everything I'm thinking. It's like, wow. And I think you're at like 8,000-9,000 subs, and we're at like 4 or 5. And I'm like, oh, he's really is something to reach for. You were like a channel to almost like in a bike race. You were in front of me, and I'm like, oh, that guy's going really great. I keep chasing that guy. And so I went back and watched your first video. I love first videos of channels. Like you find any like huge YouTuber, go back, watch their first video. It's like it's most of them are terrible, but as they are when you're starting out. Yeah. But yours was great. Yours was like, look at this commie manifesto instructing the teachers how to deal with social justice warrior issues. Yeah, yelling at me, go build a YouTube channel.
Dude, one day we were at the dinner table and CNN's in the background, and I'm listening to it, and I was going nuts. And she just looked at me and she goes, "You got to relax. You got to calm down a little bit." Like my voice would get up, and she's the one who named the channel Salty Cracker because you're just angry. You're an angry white dude.
Okay, so Salty Cracker, and that's probably like more of an American term, less of an Australian term. So that means what, like a angry white guy kind of thing? The cracker.
Yeah. So salty is you're pissy. You're a little bit angry. You're whiny. Salty, and then cracker is like a honky. Like cracker is a
derogatory way.
Yeah, it's a derogatory term for white people. Yeah. And so I just figured, well, I know if you're gonna yell about lefties and you're gonna yell about communism and socialists, you're gonna get called a racist. And I was like, well, I might as well appropriate Salty honky doesn't have the same feel as salty cracker, so I went with that.
Yeah.
Trying to get out ahead of the hate.
Yeah. So it is very therapeutic when you do make a video, and I find I get it all out there. Make the video, and it's like I've released it all. I just then can go away, go out on my bike. I feel really good. It feels very therapeutic to yell into the camera. I think there's this sense of frustration about people can't do anything. They're frustrated. They're about everything's happening around them. The culture's happening around them. You know, the celebrities are so powerful, and what they say, and they have so much influence that the single man on the street or the woman can't really do anything. It's like there's a feeling of disempowerment, I guess. But like, make a YouTube video and you yell into the camera and you put it out there, and it's like, oh, well, I did my little bit. And you feel what's the word? You feel you've let it go. And I feel there's an empowerment. I feel there's like I don't annoy my wife anywhere near as much as I used to. Because like yourself, I would be like complaining. Oh, this happened today. Oh, did you see what they did over there? Oh my God, they did this. But she never told me to go away build a YouTube channel or anything. But now I don't complain to her as much as I do now. Yeah. Okay, so you got into YouTube. You were in the grind for a long time with your channel, before you started getting the big numbers. I look back, as every YouTube channel, I look back through the early videos. My channel especially, 30 views, 20 views, 12 views. The videos. That's the apprenticeship. You're like in the grind. You're making your videos, and it's got 10 people watching. I mean, I think if there's 10 people watching a video, I think that's amazing. I think that's incredible. Wow, 10 people watched 10 people watched this. I mean, why? But I think that's great. But when was your first? You're in the grind. How long did it take? Until you thought, okay, this is kind of taking off. This is going somewhere. Was there a point? Was there a video? Was there like a moment where you thought
you nailed it on the head. Because every now and then somebody asks me about starting a YouTube channel, and they're like, well, how long does it take to get to 100,000 subs? And I sit there and I go, you're not going to make it. If that's what you're going in thinking, like, you have to be excited for the 10 views. For the longest time, I would be like, we broke 2 digits. 8 of those are my views, by the way, but we still broke 10. And then it was the first time we hit 100 on a video, I remember just going, holy balls, that's really cool, because there's so many people out there that I look up to, and I'm just kind of like, why would anybody watch my channel? I'm just some idiot yelling about, Steven Crowder does it way better than me. Why don't you guys watch Steven instead of me? And so when we started to get like 100, and this is just a few months ago, like the channel's only been up just over a year, and the first 9 months it was hard to break 100 views. All the views that are on those videos now are from people who have gone back and looked at them. But there's one video that I was just looking at when I uploaded the video for this morning. I was like, that video went up 5 months ago and it only has 400 views still. And it's like, if you don't love reaching 20 views, 30 views, don't start a YouTube channel.
That's right.
Because you've got to do it. You've got to love making videos, and you've got to love getting 10 views, because that's what it's like for the first year.
Oh, absolutely. I remember when I hit 39 subscribers, I put out a 39 subscriber like celebration video. I mean, it was like, to me, it was the best. You know how hard this space is. It's probably the most competitive marketplace on the planet is YouTube, and to create, for me, 39 subscribers was like, yeah, I made a video. Thank you for 39 subscribers. This is amazing. I
Yes.
mean, yeah, and I look back on that now, and I think, well, seems a little bit weird, but the feeling of 39. And I remember I was going to make like 100 subscriber special, and but then one of the videos just started blowing up. An Alyssa Milano video started blowing up, and then we really didn't get a chance to make that 100 subscriber, because we hit, like, I don't know, we hit hundreds of subscribers really quickly. But there was
Oh, nice.
that early day grind, but it didn't take that long. It wasn't. It was maybe like a month or so. So it seems like the apprenticeship was fairly short, but so many channels is that early day grind. If there are people watching who are wanting to build a YouTube channel, who are trying to build a YouTube channel, just keep at it. If the views are small, just keep putting the content out there. It's 50 views or 100 views on a video is fantastic. I still remember when we broke the 100. I was like, I pretty much won lotto. I pretty much won like the But it's such a competitive. What is it, like 4,000 hours a minute of YouTube footage goes up on? It is so competitive.
Wow.
I think YouTube is the most competitive platform or marketplace in the world. We have a global platform, but you were talking about Crowder. I mean, yeah, he does it better than any of us. Why don't they just all watch him? But we've all got something like a little bit different to offer and a little bit unique. So yeah, as I said, I get a lot of emails, people asking how they how to start the channel, how to build their own channel, and I'm encouraging people, build a channel, just start yelling into a camera. You don't even need a camera. Just get some screen recording software. Talk about the issues. Alex Jones, is a guy I admire. Alex, don't agree with everything he says, but he would be constantly saying, got to build a YouTube channel, get out, got to get active, get engaged. And it was when when they banned him off every platform, I was like, oh, holy crap, maybe I should start doing something. So yeah, the next day I started this channel, and 3 months later, uploaded the first video in January this year. But yeah, we've all got to get engaged. I think everyone should have a YouTube channel. Everyone who's a part of this, on this side of politics, we've all got to start. We've all got to start just yelling about these issues that we really, So yeah, okay. So you've got. Was there one video that just went crazy as the channel? Was there that one that just skyrocketed?
There was a video. I did a video about Captain Marvel's Brie Larson, and that video went for my channel. If I break, that was the first one to break 100,000. Yeah. And when you break 100,000 on a video, that's when your subs start. You can double wherever you're at. You can double if you hit like 100,000 views sometimes on these videos. And that video just really lit the channel up. The channel went from like 5,000 subs to 8,000 subs in a very short amount of time. And it was monetized. You've got to get 1,000 subs before you can get monetized. And then even when you're monetized at 1,000 subs, those videos, you're not doing it for money, because those videos don't make any money. But that video was monetized, and it went through the roof. And I was like, holy balls. I just got $40. I want to go spend this on beer. And my wife was like, you made $40 on your stupid YouTube channel? I was like, yeah, let's go to the store. I'm thirsty.